So how's it going today, guys? Got kind of another type of different video today. It's gonna be another. I thought about ranking the NBA's back players, but I decided that this type of video would be more helpful. I'm gonna be giving you guys 15 steals, absolute steals of Galaxy Opals that you can get off the auction house right now. So I just thought that would be more helpful overall to you guys if I were to list off 15 steals from the auction house rather than rank the NBA's back players. So that's why I decided to go with that idea instead. And yeah. So coming in at number 1, we have kind of a sort of more expensive card. But just let me say this. These first 2 cards are going to be more expensive than the rest. But if you have 100K or even more, go pick up these guys right now. I'm just going to say that. So coming in at number 1, we have Opal Glitch Lamar Odom now. As you can see, there's some 100K buy nows. I saw a couple up for like in the 80s a little earlier. Let's see if there still is. Yeah, there's some in the 80s even. So this is a top 5. Well, I don't know about top 5, but definitely, sorry, not Hito, definitely a top 10 point guard in the entire game. So obviously he's got that glitchy dribble package. He's got the base 11. I mean, this card is just unbelievable, dude. If you guys need a point guard and you have 100K, go get this guy right now. That is Galaxy Opal Glitch Lamar Odom. He comes in at number 1 on the list. Now, coming in at number 2, we have another expensive option if you're looking to go that route, and that is going to be Galaxy Opal Evolved Buzzer Beater Jaylen Rose. Now, you're going to want to get the Evolved one because the Evolved one is much better than the non-Evolved, and the evolution requirements are kind of, there's a lot that you got to do to evolve this card, I'm sure. So there's one up for 75K right there. This card is unbelievable, dude. Absolutely unbelievable. A lot of people would say this is probably a top 5 point guard in the game. He's got a left-handed just wet release. I mean, this card is unbelievable, dude. Again, he's under 100K, so there's not many cards left that are over 100K besides like the best in the game and then obviously like the GOAT cards. So if you got 100K, go and pick this guy up. He will be a solid option, much more than solid. So that's number 2, and then now we're going to get kind of into the cheaper options. If you don't quite have 100K, you're going to maybe save up a little bit and get one of these cards. So coming in at number 3, we have Galaxy Opal Spicy P, Pascal Siakam now. As you can see, he's pretty cheap. You could probably get him for, I would guess, maybe like probably in the 20s, probably 20-something K, which is an absolute steal for this card. He's one of the best power forwards in the game. He has a very good release. He has the magic behind the back dribble package, and he is an unbelievable card. That is Opal Prime Pascal Siakam. If you guys need a power forward, go and pick this guy up. He comes in at number 3. And coming in at number 4, we're going to go down to the Throwback Moments set now. The first card from this list that I want to talk about is Eddie Jones now. He's a shooting guard slash small forward, so you can obviously see he's very cheap right here. He has that base 11 type release. He has a huge player build for only being 6'6". He looks like he's about 6'8". He has a base 11 release, like I said, which is super OP, just like Lamar. His is right-handed, though Lamar's is left-handed. And he's just an unbelievable defender as well. One of the better defenders in the game, plus being insanely good on offense. I mean, there's a lot of people that would say that this guy's a top 10 shooting guard in the game as well. And to be able to get him for under 20K, which I'm sure that you probably could if you shopped around a little bit, that is unbelievable. So I had to throw him in this list. That is Galaxy Opal Throwback Moment, Eddie Jones, coming in at number 4. And this list is in no particular order. It's just 15 steals on the auction house that I would recommend going after. So coming in next, we have Galaxy Opal Xavier Mcdaniel now. If you guys don't know, before the NBA's backpacks dropped, this card was going for like over 300K. He was extremely expensive. And then they released those super packs with Moments cards, and his value just plummeted. But that does not take away from the fact that this card is easily a top 5 small forward in the game, and quite possibly a top 10, if not, then definitely a top 20 card in the entire game. This card is absolutely unbelievable. Now, I'm not 100% sure on his animations. I don't know what his release is, but I do know that it's wet, so I'm not going to really... I don't know a whole lot about this card, but from the gameplays that I've seen and the stuff that people can do with this card, man, this card is absolutely elite. So I think out of any card so far on this list, besides Lamar, I would definitely pick this man up. And that is Galaxy Opal Throwback Moment, Xavier Mcdaniel, who's going for about, I probably get him for 45K or so. So that's that. And at the number 6 spot, we have another throwback moment. This is going to be Andrew Wiggins, who is just above him here. And this card he's very similar to like an Opal Jimmy Butler, but I would say he's like an upgraded version of him. And the cards are going for about the same price. So, yeah, this card's obviously an absolute steal. Had to put him on this list. I mean, 30K for this card, that is absolutely insane. One of the better small forward. He's going to be like that Jimmy Butler, kind of Steve Smith, and you guys know how much I like Steve Smith. He's going to have a similar play style to those guys. He's going to have that nice release, some good animations, an absolutely insane defender. I mean, there's just nothing wrong with this card whatsoever. If you guys have 30K sitting around, go get this man right now. And that is Galaxy Opal Andrew Wiggins Throwback Moment, who comes in at number 6. And coming in at number 7 is the last Throwback Moment card of the bunch, and this is Galaxy Opal Jack Sikma. Now, Jack Sikma, obviously, you can see, you could just buy that one right there for 25K. I might even do that myself later tonight because it is not hard at all to get 25K, and this card is the best shooting center in the game, and it's not even close, okay? So you can compare him to, like, Wilt and Shaq and all those guys. He's obviously not even nearly as good because he's not good at defense, but offensively, he is so much better than any center in the game. It's not even close. He's way better than Shaq. I would argue probably even better than Kareem or Wiseman as well on the offensive end, just because he has the same release as Jimmy Butler and Andrew Wiggins, but he's a center. And he's got insane animations as well. I mean, if you guys need a big man, please just go buy up these cards before I'm too tempted to do it myself, because this guy is absolutely unbelievable for under 30K. And that is Galaxy Opal Jack Sikma coming in at number 7 on this list. And coming in at number 8, we're going to get out of the throwback moments now. We're going to go down here, and this is going to be Galaxy Opal Andre Karelinko center power forward now. If you are running him in like unlimited and not triple threat, you're definitely going to want to play him at the power forward position. He's not tall enough for center. But that does not take away from the fact that this card is absolutely insane. I mean, he has that base 11 glitchy dribble animations. He's very easy to get open with, and you guys know how good base 11 is. And if you haven't, definitely go and get this card. I mean, it is just blasphemy how this card is so cheap. I can't even believe it, dude. He should definitely still be over 50K. He's one of the best power forwards in the game. I would say he's one of my top 5 favorites. I mean, this card is absolutely insane. And that is Galaxy Opal out of position 2, Andre Karelinko, who is the 8th card on this list. And the 9th card on this list, we are going to go one set over, and this is going to be Galaxy Opal RJ Hampton now. Just look at the prices on this, man. This telling me that there's one for 21K right there, that tells me that you could probably get this card for less than 15K. And that is absolutely insane. That's, if you get lucky on the ball drops, that's less than an hour of triple threat online that you can play to get this card. And he's basically just a smaller T-Mac. That's how I would describe him. He has magics behind the back, which, I mean, if you guys don't know how glitchy that is, it's absolutely insane. Easiest behind the back dribble animation to get open with in the entire game. And he has that Tracy McGrady base and release, which is one of the best in the game. I mean, obviously, you guys know how good, like, DeMar DeRozan and obviously T-Mac himself and all those guys are with that base. I mean, it is just absolutely unbelievable. And the fact that this card is 15K or below is the reason that he comes in on this list, an absolute steal. So that's RJ Hampton, next RJ Hampton that is, and he comes in at, I believe, yeah, he was the 9th card on this list. So 10th card, we are going to go over to the fan favorite 2 set. Now we're going to get into the kind of cards that are just absolute steals, man. Like these cards, you need to get these cards now. But the next card on this list is going to be Galaxy Opal Dino Raja. So there's some for 100K right here. I just looked a little bit ago, and there was plenty of buy nows for under 50. Yeah, there's plenty. So if you guys, this is a top 3 big man in the game, realistically. I mean, if you look all around, he's unbelievable on offense, super glitchy dribble animations, unbelievable release for a big man. I would say besides Sikma, he's got the best release for a big man in the entire game. And then you look at his defense. He's got one of the longest wingspans in the game. He gets more blocks than any card I've ever seen playing against. I mean, this card is unbelievable. He's absolutely unreal. So, if you guys have some MT sitting around, go and get this fan favorite 3 Dino Raja right now. But yeah, Dino Raja is going to be the 10th card on this list. And coming in at the 11th card on this list is a card right next to him, and that is Galaxy Opal Cameron Reddish. Now, Cam Reddish, I mean, that's pretty much what people call him. Not really Cameron. I don't know why they did that, but yeah. So, this card is basically Paul George. Now, if you go over to the prime Paul George, he's still going for 100K bid. But this card you can literally get for the lower 30s. Lower 30,000s. I would say maybe like even 25,000 if you get lucky. But this card is literally just a better Opal Paul George. He's got the same animations. He's a way better defender. He's got the same release, but better stats. I mean, this card is unbelievable. If you guys like Paul George's animations and like the way that he plays, please go and get this card. He is just the same, but better. And yeah, that is Galaxy Opal Cam Reddish. He comes in at number 11 on this list. And coming in at number 12, we have the last fan favorite card, and this is going to be Galaxy Opal Eddie Curry. Now, this card, I think you could get for about 25K. And again, one of the best off, I would say besides Dino and Sigma, he's probably the 3rd best offensive center in the game. And then he's probably better at defense than Sigma, but maybe not Dino. Dino's definitely a better card than Eddie, but I mean, just another one of the top 10 centers in the game that you can literally get for 25K or less. So that's why I have to put him on this list. And that is Galaxy Opal Eddie Curry. He comes in at number 12 on this list. And coming in at number 13, we have our first NBA is back player. And this is going to be Galaxy Opal Bam Adebayo now. You could try your luck with the packs and try and pull him, but, I mean, that's really probably not going to happen if we're being honest. It looks like this card could probably get him for around, like, 35K, I'm guessing. Yeah, even less than that, man. Probably 30, maybe even 25K. This card is absolutely insane. Just imagine the Diamond Bam Adebayo from earlier this year, but with extremely boosted animations and way better stats. And that's basically what we're getting. It's the same card, but they made him usable at this stage, and he still has that elite release, but Hall of Fame quick draw now, and it's just insane, man. He's unbelievable on offense, and he's unbelievable on defense. So, I mean, there's really not a whole lot going wrong with this card now. I haven't really seen him enough or seen people play with him enough yet. He's too new of a card to know if he's going to be like a top 5 center in the game, but there's definitely a possibility, man. This card is absolutely insane. Way better than Nikola. I would argue maybe even better than Anthony Davis over there, which is like 3 times the price. So, I mean, I would just say that, yeah, NBA is back, Bam, an absolutely unbelievable card. And Nikola, I also put on this list at the 14th spot, and the reason is because, as you can see, you can probably get him for discard value, which is 5,000 for an Opal if you guys don't know. So, I'm thinking if you search him up, you could probably buy one for like 7,500 MT. And this card is nothing short of solid, man. I mean, he's one of the better centers in the game. He's going to give you pretty much anything and more that a lot of Opal centers will in this game for an absolute steal of a price. You can get that amount of MT for, I mean, literally playing for between half an hour and an hour. I mean, it is not hard, man. And this Galaxy Opal Nikola Jokic is an extremely good card for his price. So I just had to put him on this list. He's in the 14th spot. Now, number 15, which is my favorite card out of this set, is going to be Galaxy Opal Russell Westbrook. Now, if we go to the auction house, we will also find that you can probably find this card for discard value, which is going to be, I mean, you'll probably have to pay like 6,500 or so, but he's so much better than Dame. He's so much better than Kemba, so much better than Middleton. I mean, definitely your best option out of any of these cheap cards. And his release is really good, man. I'm just really digging this Westbrook card. He's my starting point guard right now. I think he is a more than solid option. And for his price, you just can't go wrong at all, man. So that's why I had to put him on this list in the last spot. But yeah, I think that's going to be about the video. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you guys get some use out of these cards that I put on this list. And yeah, please like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video.